All right, fellas.
Coach, I know you've been around this game a long time, and confidence is kind of a funny thing. When a team starts struggling like what your alls have, you have a good start, but one missed shot turns into 3 or 4, turns into 10 or 12. How do you go about getting the guys to relax and not think about the past and sort of just, that goldfish mentality you were talking about, and just play the game that they've loved for a long time?
Well, I mean, we put it out there. We told them. Now it's up to them. You can't keep picking at a scab. You're gonna start bleeding. So there's only so much I can do, and it's not a simple thing. But I'm looking at all the stats, and our biggest worry coming in was the Lofton kid, and he did nothing. He had 7 points. Kind of shut him down. He's 3 of 5, 0 of 2. Really wasn't the problem. Problem with their guards and things, but at the same time, I thought our game plan was good. I thought we executed. If you look, 6 of 10 free throws for them, 10 of 13 for us. Okay, that's good. Rebounds, 44. We out-rebounded 14-7 on the offensive glass. Assists, they had 9, we had 13. We had 12 turnovers, they had 8. 12's not a lot playing against guys like that. We didn't turn them over for sure, but they're a good ball club. So they had 8 steals, we had 6. Second chance points, 9-5. It's not awful. In the paint, they killed us 38-22, but it was all on transition, just beating us and going right to the hole before we even get set up. If you look at the stats, we're not that far away, but we're not going to be able to win. And I told them, without Davion having a bigger game, without Andrew having a more efficient game. I thought Obina played well. Hurt us when he got in foul trouble, but thought he played well. Gordon wasn't bad. He's 4 of 9, 1 of 3, had 7 rebounds. Not bad. So I think we got some things. Again, it's like a shroud. I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, we ran the best 2-down hole. We've had perfect timing, throw it into Obina, and it goes through his legs. I don't know why. I have no clue. But we make critical mistakes when it really hurts you right now. And we don't make shots when you have to have them to stay in the ball game and be competitive. And that's all it is. It's nothing more than that. So there are things that are fixable. Michael Byers, I used him late. We need him. I told him after the game, Mike, we need you, but you got to play within our structure, and you can't make up the game in your mind. And you know what? He received it pretty well. We'll see. We'll see what he does, but we need him because we're pretty good. If you look at it offensively now that Obina's kind of kicking his game up, you'd have Mike Byers, him, Gordon is efficient, always has been. He's efficient. And then we just got to get Andy and Tavion to be a little bit more efficient than they've been. And you know what? I was upset, screaming after the Toledo game because I just didn't think we competed. This game we competed. We just didn't execute and make critical plays and shots when we have to make us a ball game. And we go back and you asked what we're going to do. There's nothing, there's no pill out there. There's no shock therapy. You just come back, put them on the practice field. You stay with them. I want to let them know I'm with them. We're going all the way with them. It's a long season. Still haven't lost anything. Not many teams are going to come down here and win. That this is not one that oh, well, you should have won that and we dropped it. It's not one you drop. Doesn't matter how many points difference, doesn't matter, it's one loss. So all we gotta do is when we get back, we gotta get ready for this next ball game. We gotta win at home. And then, once, Mo starts jumping, then, maybe all the problems go away and we pull this season out and have this type of season that we thought we were gonna have.
Dan, with the Southern Miss game being postponed on Saturday, you guys get a little bit of extra practice time before the next game. You're coming off of that holiday break. Is that an advantage to have more practice time right now, or is it a situation where you'd rather just get back in the swing of things and just play games?
You know what? I really don't know what to tell you with that one. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give them, we got, I think, almost 10 days, right? If I'm correct. How many? 9 days. So we got 9 days. We'll take the weekend off. That'll give us Monday and Tuesday. Not practice Wednesday. Get Friday, Thursday and Friday, and then play them on Saturday. But this is not this is more of a mental thing than it is a physical thing. It's not something that we can go out there and do different or execute different. I thought we had a great practice day before this game, 2 days of practice. The ball's just not going in the hole. And, somehow we got to be our two guards, Andy and Tavion, who I'm going with because I believe in them, I trust them, and we somehow got to fight through to where they start having the games they're capable of doing. And then if they start doing that, and then you start adding Obina's game has gotten better. Gordon looks solid. And then Michael Byers, he's a difference maker in a lot of things. If he'll toe the mark, then we got a chance, got enough on the bench coming off to play spare minutes. We got enough to be a real force by the end of the year.
Dan, when you look at the offensive struggles, are you seeing that carry over to the defensive end at all? I know that, La Tech hit a lot of shots, but how are you seeing that? Are you seeing that as you all are doing things properly defensively, they're just making shots, or are the offensive struggles starting to carry over to that defensive side a little bit?
Well, when you say they're making shots, it looks like they're making a lot more because we're not making any. If you look at the stats, they shot 28% from threes. That's not going to beat you. That doesn't beat you. They shot 48 for the game. That's beatable. That's not, oh my, they just tore you up. No, we had plenty of chances. And that's giving them 15 extra transition parts because we're missing shots all the time. 15 of our shots go in, then they don't get 15 transitions. And probably 7 of these makes would go away. It's not that. It's even with the way it was, 28 and 48 is not bad. That's not awful as far as defense goes. It's not the defense. It's our offense. And we've got to somehow find a way to be more efficient. And we gave on turnovers, for instance, and a good example, our offense stutters, they got 16 points off turnovers. That's 8 buckets. Well, you take those 8 buckets out, let's say you take 5 of them out. Now they're shooting around 42, 43%. Well, you know what? That's beatable. And what we got to do, it's our offense. It's nothing more than that. We've got to try to get Andy and Tavion to have bigger games and play at a higher level. And then again, like I said, we got to get Michael Byers where he's going to help his ball club with his play. And you know what? We'll see, because I think Jeremy Dillon's giving us a few minutes that are good. Chase, he doesn't hurt you when he's out there. He doesn't add anything offensively, but he's not hurting you. But you got Gordon, and George's going to have those spurts that sometimes he didn't have a very good game this game. This is not the kind of game he plays well in. But you got Obina, we got plenty with Obina, Andrew, Tavion, and Michael, that if we're efficient, there's enough offense there to make us a good ball club. So we just got to keep working. Like I said, I told him after the game, the year I think we went, I think I'm right when I say this, the year we went to the NCAA tournament, Southern Miss beat us by 50 at their place. So, it happens. And we got enough to be very, very competitive in big moments. What we got to make sure is these kids don't drop their heads and they stay competitive and they stay together. And we're going to try to push that, and make that happen, and then see what happens at the end of the year.
When Mike went out of the lineup, was that more because of offensive issues or defensive issues when he did? And what does he need to do to be more consistent and play up to your standard?
Well, the biggest thing is he's got to play the way we play and not the way he plays. He sometimes plays his game in his own head. It has nothing to do with the way we were going to come out and play. And what I'm trying to convince him, I'm not going to play if he does that. Although I told him after this game, we need you, but I won't play you till you start doing that. And I'm hoping, and it'll be good for him. It really, it's good for him. If he'll play that way, he's going to be a better ball player. And he'll be better respected, and he'll be one of the better ball players in this league. I've always told him, I said, Mike, you're too talented not to be on the floor starting. You're just too talented. However, your decision making and your willingness to play within our system is a problem. And it cost us in the games that we were playing well, but it still cost us in the game of played Akron, and we played Campbell. And when we it just cost us the way he was playing. We should have won those games. And I don't throw all the blame totally on him, but again, I'm trying to make us better. And he's the guy. He's really the key, other than getting Andy and Tavion up to where they played in the past. So we'll see what happens, and I hope Marshall fans will stay with us. And, when you're down, it's not time to quit. It's time to get up and fight. So let's see what happens.
Dan, 14 minutes from Jeremy Dillon off the bench tonight. What's he doing? What are you seeing out of him that's maybe leading to getting on the court a little more right now?
Well, this year, for 2 years, he never came into the arena to put any extra work in. This year, he started coming to the arena, started shooting the ball more, getting up extra shots. And he started practicing better, started making better decisions. Seems like he was getting the hang of what we were trying to do. And I still didn't trust him because I watched 2 years of wasn't good. I didn't even know that he could play at this level. Then he started playing better in practice, started making shots. And it takes a while for a coach to start gathering that trust that, you know what, that wasn't just a one-time deal. He can make that shot if he's given that shot. And he started making it more consistent in practice. Then he started making better decisions. And then I was going to say, okay, I'm going to play him when I get his shot. Then you have David, and David had 2 or 3 good games, couldn't quite use him. Then David had a little fall down, and I thought this was the time to see if what I was seeing in practice was going to happen in a game. And you know what? He's not bad. He's starting to play a lot better. He'll stick his nose, never question his competitiveness, never question how hard he'd play. Just question his decision making a little bit, and it didn't trust his shooting at that time. But his shooting has gotten a lot better, and it got a little better in practice. You can see it. And so when the opportunity came, put him in there, and it's like anything else. When the opportunity knocks, you got to put your foot in there because it goes away real quick. So, but he did. He got in there and competed. It looked pretty good. He's earned his minutes, and we'll play it out and see what happens.